looked in the mirror and I hated what I was seeing. Every year, the image became more painful. Not because I believed I wasn't enough, but because the more I stared, the more I saw her. Not the woman I wanted to become. Not the girl I dreamed of being, but a reflection burdened by pain. Haunted by choices she didn't make, and shaped by silence she didn't choose. Deep down I knew I couldn't keep hating my own reflection forever. That girl staring back was tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of surviving. I'm a Congolese girl, born and raised in Belgium. My mother had 3 boys before me. 3. Then came me, her first daughter, and I never knew the weight that title would carry. I loved my mom deeply. Still do. I remember the first time I saw her cry. It shattered something in me. Because she was the strongest woman I knew. Invincible. Unshakable. And that moment made her human. It gave me a glimpse of her pain. But I was too young to understand what she was carrying, or what it meant to carry her children through life. My parents divorced before I could even form memories. So I didn't grow up with my biological father. Instead, I was raised with a man who was supposed to be a father to me. Out of love and respect for my family, I won't go into detail. That one decision, my mother's choice to bring him into our home, changed everything. And only God knows how deep that change cut me. The suffering, the nights I cried into a pillow, begging God to just take me. The silence, the shame, the scars. They weren't visible, but they were real. I became someone I didn't recognize. Sad, angry, disconnected from the woman who gave me life. I couldn't look up to her anymore. I felt betrayed, abandoned, unloved. At 18, I left. Packed one suitcase on a random Thursday. With trembling hands, I chose myself over them, over home, over history. I wish I could say I felt free, but I didn't. I traded one prison for another. Fear became my new companion. Anxiety wrapped around me like a blanket. I couldn't sleep alone. I couldn't face daylight. I slipped into depression. quietly. The kind that doesn't knock. It just creeps in and settles. 3 years passed in a fog. Home, boyfriend, sleep, home. I developed social anxiety. Not because it was a trend, but because I forgot how to be around people. I forgot how to be seen. Every crowd felt like drowning. And my exit from home? Scandal. In our culture, a firstborn daughter leaving the house on her own terms, a disgrace. The Congolese community whispered, and they made sure that I heard what they were saying. I knew, deep in my spirit, it had to be me. Someone had to break the chains. And maybe, just maybe, my little sisters wouldn't have to grow up the way I did. One thing my mother did right, she dragged us to church. Every time. That little seed of faith she planted in me, it saved my life. She saved my life, though I didn't know it at the time. I graduated at 21, and I didn't go to the ceremony. I didn't want to stand there in a room full of families and feel mine missing. I kept trying to fix things, but God wasn't done with me yet. It wasn't our time. The pain became unbearable, so I shut the door on everyone. People judge me when I say having children before marriage was a choice. I know it goes against scripture. I know people don't understand. But I had so much love to give, and I needed a place to pour it. I chose to give that love to my children because I didn't know where else to put it. Being a mother came naturally. I was already mothering as the first daughter, already carrying the weight. Was that an excuse? Yes. But also my reality. You need your parents' blessing to marry, or it's said to be cursed. Was I supposed to wait until people would never showed up for me? Got it right? Where was my father then? Where is he now? So I made the decision to build a family of my own. To no longer spend Christmas Eve crying in bed, wrapped in loneliness. I chose love. I chose to be loved. God gave me not one, but 4 children, back to back. And they healed parts of me I didn't even know were broken. But still, even blessings don't erase burdens. I carried hate, pain, grief. I missed out on so much. The price we've paid to break the chains were so extremely high. No parents and my graduation. No calls when I moved into my first apartment. No hugs when I gave birth. Just me. My friends became my family. The few siblings I spoke to became my parents, my best friends, my everything. And then I turned 25. Something shifted. Frontal lobe developed. And God finally entered the chat. He softened my heart in a way I didn't expect. He helped me stop asking, why did they fail me? And start wondering, who taught them? Who failed them first? I started praying, fasting, listening. And slowly I learned. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't erase what happened. It's not about pretending I wasn't hurt. Forgiveness is between me and God. And He had forgiven me countless times. So who was I to hold back forgiveness from others? I even met with my pastor. She guided me gently. We planned to set up a meeting with my mom. But God was already working. The meeting never happened. The moment did. When I saw my mother again, I saw time. The lines on her face, the way she walked, it hit me. Time doesn't wait. Not for pain. Not for pride. And I saw her. I really saw her. A woman who was sorry. A woman who wanted to do better. Not just for her grandchildren, but also for me. I couldn't deny it. Her growth was real. She'll never change. That's what I told myself. I was wrong. God taught differently. And God transformed her. I'll never forgive. That's what I told myself. I was wrong. God taught differently, and God transformed me. Now I know. Chosen to break generational chains, to break generational curses. And my little sisters, I found out that they didn't grow up the way I did. That's how I knew it was all worth it. That's what God can do. He restores what you thought was lost. He takes brokenness and turns it into testimony. For 10 years, God asked me to do the one thing I swore I never would: forgive. And in the end, the impossible became the only way forward. Happy Mother's Day.